Gunna had never been more unpopular than he was in 2022, when the rapper got caught up in a Rico case against fellow rapper Young Thug.
Business is business. Business is business. Business is business.
Gunna signed a deal that got him out of jail but stopped him from saying anything about Thug, good or bad, and it would be 5 months before he addressed the situation in his music.
Going all out when it's by that bread and butter. The kill for clout, I put that on my dead brother, yo.
The song Bread and Butter had some lyrics on Gunna's court case, but it didn't really do numbers, and it seemed like a long line of Gunna singles were on the horizon. But the rapper had different plans.
Back at it. Smoking the Scotty, this shit starting to hit like it's cracking it.
Gunna released his 2023 album A Gift and a Curse as a surprise, without any promotion, and the project probably would have gone down as a decently reviewed flop, if not for one song. Fuck You Mean is Gunna's highest charting song as of 2023, and the rapper isn't even responsible for the most viral parts. Complex interviewed the producer Dunk Rock, who said that the chant was recorded by the rapper Nietzsche, who actually appeared on Gunna's 2020 album DS Forever. And Dunk Rock also said that the other ad-lib is from Instagram model P. Liddy, who Gunna must have been spending some time with. Both of these vocals set the song up for some viral moments on TikTok. Some used just the chorus, while others went for both vocals.
I see the whole precision. Give us my only decision.
And that still doesn't cover every ad-lib in this Gunna song. These breaths, who knows if Gunna did them himself, but they sound a lot like another song the rapper was on. Gunna helped out Young Thug on his 2019 album So Much Fun with the track Hot.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turn to the city, I broke out the night.
And obviously this isn't the exact same breathing as Fuck You Mean, but they both show up on every other beat. The vocals in Gunna's Fuck You Mean may have done a lot to make the song popular, but they still needed something to fill out the rest of the instrumental. Here at the start of this Gunna song, there seems to be a piano. An instrument that sometimes shows up in Gunna's music, like the 2022 single Bankin' On Me.
She banking on me on the bank. I smack her, she let her get spanked.
And there's also some piano on A Gift and a Curse, like the opening track Back At It.
Back at it. Smoking the Scotty, this shit starting to hit like it's cracking it.
A piano is always a solid choice, and there was just one on the charts with Drake on Search and Rescue.
I need someone to be patient with me. Someone to get money when I take it from me.
While a piano brings some rhythm here to Gunna's Fuck You Mean, it's really just the background for another instrument. This flute doesn't play that many notes, but it sits above the piano, and Gunna has always had a preference for the instrument. There's a flute alongside the rapper's feature on Travis Scott's Yosemite. And another flute on the Roddy Ricch single, Start With Me. Although these songs are just Gunna features, so while the rapper may be associated with a flute, Gunna's own music rarely uses the instrument and instead goes for some other stuff, usually some guitars like on Back to the Moon.
They set me down like I went out of space, now I gotta go back to the moon.
Or some obscure synths like on Pushin' P.
Pointers in the paddock in my piece, I'm Pushin' P. Cop new hammers for my P, we don't want no peace.
While the flute in Gunna's Fuck You Mean may not be the best representation of the rapper's music, I think the drums are a different story.
Young Gunna one that back calling me splurge, ride me jump right off the curb. Make the spread fly like a bird, spin on the first and the third.
Here in the chorus is where the drums show up. There's a hi-hat clap and the classic 808 that replaces a kick.
Calling me splurge, ride me jump right off the curb. Make the spread fly like a bird, spin on the first and the third.
The producer Dunk Rock says that he added these drums, and they sound like another track he worked on, this time from Gunna's 2020 album, Wanna.
Cool in a bitch, better think twice, my shooter in the VIP. 10th grade, bought a frame, peel off licks. Percocet feel like I'm cruising on the ship.
Cooler Than a Bitch may have some differences like a guitar melody and slower hi-hats, but the drum samples themselves sound pretty close and the kick is nowhere to be found.
Because they know how slimy you can get. I'm running to the top, I'm bottom of the ditch. You can't rap burn and he running out of hits.
The drums in these two Gunna songs are, I think, a decent outline of the rapper's music, although he does have some variation on this album, A Gift and a Curse, like swapping out the 808 for a bass guitar on Bread and Butter.
Going all out when it's by that bread and butter. The kill for clout, I put that on my dead brother, yeah.
Or not having any bass at all, like on Alright.
But I hope we behind.
But a lot of the songs on this Gunna album sound like Fukumean. It's even kind of easy to miss where that track ends and the next one starts.
Yeah. And I'm right back on Rodeo.
The beginning of Rodeo Drive marks the end of Gunna's Fukumean, a song that topped the hip-hop and R&B charts with no promotion thanks to the help of some viral lyrics that didn't even come from Gunna himself. And behind these vocals is an instrumental that takes a piano and flute and puts them over drums that aren't too far from the rest of Gunna's work. Maybe you can use these ideas in your own music or just listen a little differently.